Hello everyone, welcome back to The Source. I am your host, Joshua Werner, and I'm so glad to be here. We have an amazing episode for you guys. We have two very special guests, Heath Amodio and Cullen Bunn, and I'm also bringing you our Hustle and Heart horror panel, the entire thing right here on The Source. Definitely check out all the other clips in this episode. It's a great one. This was recently shot in Cleveland at Fan Expo Cleveland, and we all had a great time and a lot of fun. Okay, let's dive into some news. Any horror fans out there that enjoy the Conjuring movies? Well, there's a lot more coming in the form of a new Conjuring television series via HBO Max. It's still very early stages of the development, so we don't know if this is going to be a continuation, a reboot, if it's going to be just other sort of adventures in the Conjuring universe that we haven't, seen yet. But either way, I'm intrigued. I'm curious. Can't wait to see it. No dates released yet, but we'll keep reporting on it if we hear more news. Also, there's some really great things in theaters right now. As you guys probably know, there's so many good films in the box office. I personally went and saw Dungeons and Dragons, and I was super pleasantly surprised. It was fantastic. I loved it. What did you guys think of it? I want to hear in the comments. And also, if you're going to the movie soon, which film are you going to see? There's a new Scream movie, there's Super Mario Brothers, there's a lot going on. So tell us in the comments what you're most excited about in theaters right now. Next up, Amazon Prime has made a deal with MGM to reboot some of their bigger franchises. Now, there's a list. If you look online, you'll be able to see a whole bunch of different MGM IPs that they want to bring, like Pink Panther and things like that. There are two in particular that I'm extremely excited about, and I think you will be too. Robocop and Stargate. First off, Robocop, I'm a huge fan of the original films. I thought the reboot film was okay. I think it would have been better if we had gotten more, and then maybe they'd improved upon it. I'm very, very excited to see what Amazon does with it. But in my humble opinion, I think it would be smartest move for them to not reboot, but to actually follow up from the original films and bring back Peter Weller in the role. So we get kind of this kind of older, more experienced, grizzled, maybe a bit jaded Robocop, who's been doing this for 30 years. I think that is the right direction to head. But I can't wait to see what they do with it. Now, Stargate. Stargate is one of my favorite worlds. I love all the Stargate series, and I absolutely adore the movie. Watched it countless times. Stargate's a really tough one as far as a continuation goes. It'd be difficult. There's a lot you'd have to tie into. There would be pushback on any kind of recast. It could be done. I know that there's more stories to tell, but I don't know if it can be launched to a wide enough audience who also happens to have all of the knowledge of all the past series in their mind, because it is a lot. And it would be a lot to try to retell along the way. So if I had to guess, I think Stargate would probably end up getting a reboot, complete fresh reboot. Either way, I'm interested, and I'm in. I've been dying for more Stargate for a long time. What do you guys think? You excited for Robocop and Stargate coming to Amazon? Do you think they're the right home for it? I think Prime Video has been doing some pretty quality work lately. I think they might be as good of a place as any. But I want to hear your thoughts. Lastly, we're going to talk about the new Blade movie that's in development, because there's been so many things happening with it and so many changes. We're keeping our news segment short this time around because I can't wait for you guys to hear what Cullen Bunn and Heath Amodio have to say, and we've got an amazing 45-minute panel on this episode. So we're going to keep this news brief. But let's talk about Blade. So Blade has now finally nailed down a new writer because they lost the previous one. They nailed down a new director because they had lost the previous one. And they have nailed down some of the cast, and they're actively casting right now. So Mahershala Ali is still playing Blade in this film. That has not changed. But the newest announcement is that Mia Goth is joining the cast. Now, Mia Goth has some really strong horror cred, and I'm really hoping that Marvel decides to take a horror direction and route with this film. So I think she's a great addition to the cast. Who's excited to see the new Blade movie and hear more news about it? I imagine with casting happening pretty actively, we'll probably get some, hopefully, first looks and more production news in the near future. That's all for the news for today. Thank you all so much for coming back to the source and hanging out with me. Let's dive in. We did a really special segment for this episode that we're calling Rad Libs. And we did it with Colin Bunn. It's a ton of fun. If you guys enjoy it, on that clip, make sure to leave comments letting me know that you want some more Rad Libs. Thanks, guys.